It was a sad moment for the family of the head of news of the Catholic Television of Nigeria, Mr. Tony Abah, as he buried his father, late Elder John Abah. Late Chief John Abah, who died in Abuja, was laid to rest in his hometown of Agbafu in Ogbadibo local government area of Benue State. Chief Abah was a founding member of the Church of the Archangels Parish in Gaduwa, Abuja, and he stayed a dedicated Catholic until his death on the 4th of August, 2023. CTV's Nena Onyekwere completes the report.
Death is inevitable. The final journey of late Chief John Abah, who passed on to glory on the 4th day of August 2023, started at Asokoro District Hospital mortuary, where the remains was taken to his hometown, Agbafu, Otukpa, in Ogbadibo local government area of Benue State, for lying in state and Christian wakekeep. Late Chief John Abah remains was accompanied by children, relatives, friends, church members and groups. He was welcomed home by family members and relatives with Idoma traditional dancers after lying in state. Late Elder's remains was moved to his home parish for funeral mass and was received by the parish priest of St. Joseph's Catholic Church, Agbafu, Reverend Father Michael Oku. Father Oko thanked God for the exemplary life that late Elder Abah lived during his days on earth. He said late Elder John was a strong man and lover of God's work. His family and the church where he attended testified that Papa lived a godly life.
Stories surrounding his life is so beautiful. Indeed, the Idoma person does not speak ill of the dead. And I'm sure we are not trying to eulogize him because he's no longer here. But if his pastors out there have said he was a good man, I have no reason not to acclaim him as one. Because the Latin words holds true here. Vox populis, Deus vox Dei. The voice of the people is the voice of God. If people have said you are good, you cannot but be good. Except otherwise, when you action wrong counter to that dictum. We are gathered today. I saw tears on many faces. Are we supposed to cry? Would we have preferred taking his place? Who among us here would have volunteered to go in his place?
He also welcomed and thanked sympathizers who came all the way to mourn with them over the death of their father. Until his death, he was the founding father of the Church of Archangels, Durumi, Abuja, and grand patron of Catholic Men Organization. After the mass, the remains of late Elder John Abah was taken back to his compound and was finally committed to Mother Earth to be with the Lord after his sojourn here on earth. His children, family members, friends of the family, neighbors spoke with CTV News.
At the course of the homily, the voice of the people is the voice of God. The testimony is just wonderful. Coupled with what the Archbishop himself has written, I believe that he led a very good life. He was a good man. And being a good man, he has demonstrated it in every facet of his being. He was not just a good man by the word of it, but he was a good Christian. Because it takes a good Christian to live out what he had led.
Papa is a cousin to me, but he is more than a cousin. He's like a father to me.
The legacy I usually remember Papa for was mentorship, and the fact that he made me independent. He gave me the free will to be independent and be able to be my own person, make decisions for myself, and also bear the consequences of that decision. He made me that legacy I will continue to live with for the rest of my days.
I have several good and best moments, so to say, with Papa, because he's like my confidant, and most times we always gist. Like, he will come and sit down with me, we will gist, we will talk, and I will call him Papi. He will say Aji and will smile. And sometimes he will tell me that okay, he's going to sleep because I'm staying in the family house. So before anything, before anybody will get access to anything or information or any contact with my father, I'll be the first.
Paul was a nice person, a jovial person. I know there's this meeting with the children normally have in his house once in 2 months, and anytime we go there, he was always present at that meeting, and he buys us drinks, and he shares his advice, fatherly advice with us.
Chief John Abah, whom the Lord has called himself, and he has been a very good father to us. He's a mentor, a peace-loving father, and somebody who is very serious with his Creator. He's a practicing Catholic, a devout one at that, and somebody who you look back and say, I wish I have this as a father.
Every moment spent with him was like my best moment, except when I saw him sick and all. Never seen anyone that loves God so much like my dad. To me, he was my mentor because he did everything for me. So I always saw him as my hero. He loved God so much, even to the point that when he was sick, he was still trying his best to attend morning mass, goes to church and everything. Like, he was always involved in any church activities, minus the church activities. He's like a very kind man, honest, sweet. Everybody has good stuff to talk about. Of course, he had like his low moments and all, but his good outweighs the bad parts.
My dad very funny somebody. Even with the testimony so far given by people, all the testimonies we have said good about him, good things about him. So I would like to emulate his way of life. I would like to emulate his faith, so that myself too we have all those testimonies we are saying about him.
From Agbafu Otokpa in Ogbadibologo government area of Benue State, Nena Onyekwere, CTV News.